All right, welcome to another episode. Today we're going to take a look at Square and the Square stock, and we'll see how it's behaving. It's down almost 63%, so I'm going to give you some technical analysis and maybe a buying opportunity area and some support and resistance. Keep in mind, these are recommendations to buy, sell, or trade. We're just taking a look at a couple of support levels, my own opinion, and that kind of thing. And just so you know, we might actually be doing a trading in a correction, so sign up on the Traders Fly website or sign up to the Discord because we might be releasing a live class here very soon for trading in a correction. So definitely check it out and make sure you're kind of on the list. Just scroll down right here and you can sign up right here for the newsletter, and that way you get notified if we go live here with the class here on the evening times or on the Discord as well, and then you can see it. All right, so we're going to go with Square. We're going to take a look at this stock. This stock is tanking quite heavily, and you can see it here in the last, let's say, 6 months. This stock has just been plummeting. We went from about 275 to right now, I mean, we're down at about 107. So if you look at this, it's a payment processing companies, and they usually do very well. So looking at, let's say, the weekly, just from where we were to now where we are, we're down 62%. So we were down about 63 earlier today, 64. We're down about 62 now. Looking at the just monthly chart, you can see the stock 2015 opened up. We did a little bit of some sideways action, and then we powered higher. Again, some sideways action, and boom. Now, if you really think about this, it's an ABCD pattern on the longer term scale, right? So that's kind of what we're looking at on the longer term scale. It's an ABCD pattern. We got to the D point, just like a lot of the rest of the market. We started to roll over. This started to roll over. So where do we come back? We come back now to the highs of the B point. So that's kind of looking at the longer term perspective. So if you're like a long-term investor in Square, this actually could be a good buying opportunity here. Right here, these are the levels I would watch. Yes, at some point it did go higher here. This is known as confluence, just like your friend doesn't meet you for dinner at exactly 6 o'clock. Sometimes they're there at 5:55 or 6:10. So they don't always show up on time. So the same thing here, this stock doesn't show up exactly perfectly. But if you get to 50, this is like a really good level probably for a buy point. You're also looking at this level right here for a nice support level. And that level is right around 85. Now, it doesn't mean you can't go into 100. 100 is also a nice psychological, mental buy spot as well. You do have some bearish volume, so that's a bit of a problem. But these things could reverse very quickly. Another thing to watch out for earnings. You got earnings on 2/22. And on 2/22, you want to kind of either make sure you're holding through that stock for multiple years now, or avoid it until that if you're a shorter term trader, or you trade and get out of the trade before the 2/22. Otherwise, this thing could whip you around. So be very careful right here. You're looking at this level. This is definitely about 85, 86, and then 100 is a nice sweet spot. Those are kind of the levels you're watching, and we're coming right into those. This market and stock itself has been acting weak. We've been rolling over right here. You can see toppy action. And right there was a breaking point, major selling pressure, huge sell-off with volume coming in. And we've taken out, as you can see, we are back to levels in 2020 of June. Okay, so we've basically taken out, what do we got? Almost a year and a half. 1.5 years of gains gone, just like that. So these are the spots I would watch for starting to nibble and buy. I wouldn't jump in everything in one day. I would kind of try to spread it out across a couple months, because even when it starts tanking here, you don't buy it all at once. If you look at kind of on a daily perspective, what you might do is, let's just move this over. You buy a little bit here, you buy maybe a little bit here, a little bit here. So if you're trying to get 100 shares, okay, let's say you buy 20 shares, 20 shares, 20 shares, and you keep going. Start allocating, because you're trying to bottom fish. If you're trying to bottom fish, you're trying to round out your pricing, and you don't want to put it all in February on one day. You want to put it all a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, because that way, if this price is 100, this price is, let's say, $80 a share, this price is $70 a share, at least you're kind of spreading out across time. Or on the other hand, 100, let's say this is 80, and this goes back to 120, now at least you're kind of rounding and you see that the stock's going up. You can also pile more money into it later as it starts going up. But for now, spread it out across time. Use time as a cushion and a buffer rather than trying to, do everything in this little concentration of area. Try to concentrate across 3 months when you're allocating and spreading your money. Okay, so anyways, those are some of the key levels I would look at, but that's for longer term investing. If you're doing short term thing, just watch for a reversal very quickly at some point. I'd probably do options of some sort if I was doing any kind of trade like that with a butterfly spread like way up here or something. Rather than trying to pick a direction, I'd pop a butterfly that's like 15 days out and see if it'll pop if you're looking for something like that. But beyond that, that's what I would do is just watch out those few levels I'm marking, because then you've got some of those levels where you've got some really good, amazing spots where that stock can hold that support or break down that support. But those are kind of the buying spots. If we start powering higher, definitely watch out for the 200. You're going to get some resistance up overhead. You'll probably get, if you get a pop, you might get a rejection, and be very careful here. The market could act weak and we could start trending down for a couple of years. If that's the case, then obviously any pops to the upside would be selling opportunities. But again, that's still too early to tell at this point. Anyways, definitely check out our website. We might be doing a course here on bearish things, and you can go to tradersfly.com and see if we have an announcement here, or go on the Discord group. If you're on the Discord group, we'll definitely get notified very quickly on that for any course or live class that we'd be releasing. So anyways, thanks for joining me. Enjoy the rest of the week ahead, and I will see you in another video and episode.